Hey everybody, this is Michael James, you're muted. Let's see. Mute. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright. Hi everybody, this is Michael James. I'm the owner of Noggin Branding here in Washington State, and we are a small digital marketing agency that helps small to medium-sized businesses with their digital marketing and get local, regional, and national traffic and sales. So we do websites, SEO, and social media. And I was on a Zoom call the other day with a friend, and we were talking about how would we record a Zoom meeting and get a lot better quality than actually recording the meeting through Zoom. So in Zoom, you get, I think it's about 2 kilobytes or 2 megabytes of video data, and I'll show you here at the end. But with OBS Studio, what you're able to get either 5 or 10 times better video and audio quality, and I'm going to show you how. So what we'll do is right now you're seeing my OBS screen here, and I'm using Snagit, which is a screen capturing video device. And so OBS Studio is where you can set up your webcam, your microphone, which you're hearing me through, and then here's this Zoom meeting window, which is running right now. And so if you turn off like my video, as an example, then I disappear. If you turn off the audio, then you can't hear me. So what I'm going to show you is how to set up these actual devices here. So if you click on this, if you're curious how I got this video capture device, what I did is I clicked this little plus button, and you'll see all of these different settings or options show up, and it actually shows one called video capture. And so what we're going to do is pretend I'm adding the webcam right now in OBS. Like this is your first time opening up OBS and you want to add a video capture device, which would be your webcam or a GoPro or some sort of DSLR that you've rigged up through your HDMI cables. So what you'll do is you'll click video capture device and you'll name it. We'll call it number 2 here just so I can show you guys. And then that's going to show up, and then you're going to be able to select the device here. And so right now I'm using USB camera, and so that should show up. It's probably not going to because I'm currently using, so if you click through these different ones, the USB one is not going to work right now because I'm already currently filming. But if you do configure video, this is where you can come in and add brightness, contrast, sharpness, white balance, all that. Change your frequency, so 60 Hertz, the higher the better. You can configure the resolution here. Again, I'm filming, so right now that's not going to show up. But what I can show you is we will remove this. If you right click with your mouse, you can rename it, you can add, change the properties. We'll remove this one currently, and then if we do the video capture, I'll right click and do properties, and I'll show you how I've got this configured. So I have it on the USB camera. If I do snap camera, that sets up something else. EOS does not work because that's my DSLR. The USB camera is the only one configured at the moment. So hey there, you can see how I've got it set up, and what I've done is I have the highest FPS, and then I have my resolution as high as I have it, the highest it can go at 4K. I've got it set in this video format. The different color ranges are default, and then you just go OK. And the idea is that once you've got your video set up, then you can add an audio input capture. So we'll do a plus, you can do the audio input, and then that'll show up here. If we do the right click with your mouse, you do properties. We're using this condenser microphone right here. I used to have, this is my headset that you see in my ear. And so then we'll choose this at the moment. This USB is coming off of my webcam, and that sounds terrible. So then here is back to the condenser microphone. And this is a Moana microphone. A lot of people ask me. I got it on Amazon. I think it's 80 bucks or something. So to do the Zoom meeting feature, what you do is we'll do this add plus button, and we set it up as a window capture. So if you click that, this will show the window. And so if you right click and do properties, it'll say window, and you can do the Zoom meeting right here, and it'll show. So here's my recording device. You can see the audio being captured. Here's the Zoom meeting that's currently been running for 14 minutes, and you can do capture method. And so to have that Zoom meeting show up, you'll click view. And so now here is the meeting. It's live, 14 minutes in, 14 and a half minutes in. And so I can now move, we'll choose this one, and I can now move that live meeting. And you can hear me, see my video. I can move myself over here. I can resize. And so if my participant was actually on the Zoom meeting at the moment, you would see that screen right now, and then you would see this being recorded. And if you wanted, what you could do is cut out this video. You could bring in just the Zoom meeting and size it appropriately, kind of like so. And then that way I'm not showing up in the background, but you still hear me. Okay? So that shows the Zoom meeting. And if you resize this, then you can have like a small little window, like say this, and then say you do want to see my face again for some odd reason. Here I am. And then there's the Zoom meeting that's still running. And again, you can resize as needed, and you can see the live, we're almost 16 minutes in up there. So that is how you can run a recorded meeting through Zoom and OBS. I'm currently using Snagit to film the Zoom, OBS, and then Snagit is the program that I'm using to capture this entire screen. So as this video is being recorded, you can see the Zoom meeting is being recorded in the upper right hand corner. Then OBS Studio, which is a free video and audio program software that you can download, that is running the video, and then I have Snagit running to capture this whole process and then share it online. And so it's a unique process to do that. But I thought I would share this with you. It took a little bit of configuration. This is on a Windows computer, so I'm not sure the process on Mac. So that is how you'd set up all of these different settings in your OBS. So this is kind of how I figured out how to set up the Zoom meeting and OBS to record this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the Zoom meeting. Here we go. So there is the video. And what I'm going to do is right click on this. I'll do properties. You can see details. Now it didn't capture the best setup here, but you can see data rate, 18 kilobytes, total bit rate, and then frame rate. So this is not the best. So 120 kilobytes for the audio and 32 kilohertz. So that's not very good. Very small file size, obviously, because it was 45 seconds long. But if you notice the frame width and all that, it's not capturing much of a data rate. That's teeny. That's teeny. Now what I'm gonna do is I will stop this OBS video and show you how large this file is. So if I stop the recording, what I will do is close this. This isn't confusing at all. And what I will do is then go to here and then do videos, because that's where the snagit is. So that's the video I just created for 18 minutes, showing you guys all this. Okay, so there's that. Now what I'm gonna do is right click on this and do properties. So that's a 4.4 gig file because I shot it in 4K. Now if I go to details, it's showing me a frame rate of 1920 by 1080, which is 1080p, and it's showing the data rate as 3400. Oh wow, is that 30? That's 34,000. So that's actually 34 megabytes then, actually. Total bit rate is 34, almost 35 megabytes, and its frame rate is at 60 frames a second. Your audio is at 175 and 48 kilohertz. So that's 16 kilohertz larger and another 30 kilobytes or 40 kilobytes or whatever it was. So you can see that this, once you get this set up properly through OBS, then you can take those video files, put them into like Adobe Premiere. As you can see, I have done so myself, and you can start doing other videos and then doing much higher bitrate video and audio. And so that is my process of how I use Zoom and then OBS Studio to record a much higher bitrate for audio and video of my Zoom meetings for business. And then I can take the file from OBS and I can take it into like Adobe Premiere as an example, and then I can edit the files and have a much higher video and audio bitrate to work with. So that is my kind of hacked process of using Zoom and OBS Studio to record Zoom meetings, and OBS Studio to record them in a much higher bitrate for audio and video editing. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Hopefully that helped some of you. And again, you can check out my website, noggincorp.com, or my YouTube account, Michael James, and search Noggin Branding, and you'll be able to find all of our content. So thanks so much for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them and help you out through the process. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Cheers.